Let's go. College basketball, Hardwood. Best 2 days of the sporting calendar, at least for me and Steve, probably Big T, and I'm pretty sure Curtain Call as well. What's up, Dildo Baggins? Wonderful to see you. Stevie Boyton, as always, and Big T, who probably pulled an all-nighter, at least very close to, and has now joined the show. Steve, let's start with you real quick. You've been grinding college basketball since the preseason. This is the day, buddy. And we got some good prizes, too. We got some good prize pools on DK.
Yeah, I've been grinding the whole year. Prize pools are what they are. I decided to stop complaining about them this year. So, it's nice to see the 10K to first 222 and 50K up top in the 18. So, we're going to see a bunch of fresh faces in the lobby. So I'm excited about that. We got the Mania going on. A couple big matchups in the household, too. So.
Oh, really? We got head-to-heads in that. By the way, if you didn't know, it's the RPS party. I finally made it out here. Took a ride in the Mustang last night. Uncle T's Mustang. Probably the highlight. Not even kidding. It was
not even kidding. He said
absolutely amazing. The car handles so well. I sat in the front. Big JJ had.
How'd you handle it? Did you get a little handle?
I did. He not only did he, yeah.
Did you confirm Bush, or was there no confirmation?
There was a lot of pressure. It actually hurt. For
a lot of pressure. I said Bush, not pressure. Was there Bush?
I didn't pull his pants down. I have too much.
You got to feel
too much. Oh no, I was talking about getting a hangy. But with that being said, listen, don't judge your uncle. It's all good. So with that being said, I mean the RPS party is here. There's a gigantic farmhouse. Tony has promised televisions. A lot on Tony right now. A lot of pressure on Tony. He is cool as a cucumber. Got a chance to meet Kurt yesterday. Really not as crazy in person as he is in his on-air persona.
So he wasn't amped up yesterday. Wait till he starts competing. He'll start punching himself and stuff.
Oh, are you going to punch you? You do have a lot of testosterone. I was telling the boys at the other end of the grown-up side of the table, you got a lot of testosterone.
No, I don't
have grown-up side.
So I will not be hitting myself or anybody else because I don't have health insurance right now. So I'm a good boy.
You don't have health insurance? Tony, we're real comfortable. Nope, no health insurance.
Hey,
so, anyways, we got a big ass slate. No dicking around. We got to get in here, okay? Tony, I know you're ready. Kurt, I know you're ready. Boynton, you're as ready as anybody. We got a 16-gamer today, and we're going to start with a game that Steve and I are kind of familiar with, being from the D.C. area. West Virginia and Maryland, man, and these two teams do not like each other. So we look at the numbers here. It's what do we got for the total here? 137.5. So not the biggest total on the slate, but a hearty total, I would say. Steve, break it down here. Who are the plays? Can you go Eric Stevenson? Do we want to pay up for him from West Virginia?
Yeah, kind of a better real-life game to start us off than DFS options here. Maryland was awesome in College Park all season, but they sucked ass on the road. Kurt and I have been fading all the Maryland guys away from College Park all season. I don't think that's going to stop here. On the DFS side, I think you could look at like a Don Carey if you really wanted someone cheap because, he played well down the stretch at 4-2, but not a priority cheap guy for me. Kedrian Johnson ended the season tough. He's at 6'6". I feel like these West Virginia guys have been the same price the entire year. They're just kind of priced where they are. They never stick out as bad plays or great plays. No priority plays here for me, but guys who are reasonable, I guess you could say. Like if you're playing a bunch of lineups in the $18, I would have guys like Kedrian Johnson, Trey Mitchell, Carey, Jameer Young in my pool. But as far as like a main lineup, I don't think I would get to anyone in this game.
All right. Hey, if you guys don't have anything on the game, you want to move to the next one, just say pass. Tony, you've been grinding here. Is this a game you really want to get in on?
I like how you say I've been grinding here. That's good hosting right there. Put it on a platter for me here. I have done a lot of research throughout the year this year. A lot of time spent in the college streets. But yeah, so
what? You didn't have to say that, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You run so pure, you'll probably take something down. So what do you got?
I mean, I'm always honest to the people, though. So you made me lie right away to start the show, and that's a tough scene. You could have at least started with freaking Dildo Baggins while
All right, you know what?
My bearings here. I'm trying to get comfortable, and then you come right to me. It's disrespectful to Dildo Baggins.
All right, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm going to do Steve and Dildo, and then if there's anything that you would like to chime in on, why don't you just?
I do like how you came to me too, because now that I'm thinking about it, I remember telling you last night at dinner that I didn't want to talk the whole show.
I was 4 edibles in. Anything from dinner?
At least come to me third, so I can have my bearings together.
4 edibles in. I came home. I came back to the hotel. I gave JJ my laptop. I said, "Bring my laptop back before I got to do the show in the morning." Apparently, he was knocking on the door for 5 minutes. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't even know he was here. Anyways, Dildo. What can you take that? Can you try to be a little professional here and take the Dildo Baggins off? This is ridiculous.
It's pretty loaded on there.
Grow up.
I like it.
Thank you. So Holden's being disrespectful. I watched 3 basketball games a night, like all year leading up to this.
Only 3? Hold on a second. I just talked you up. I freaking talked you up that hard, and you said you watched 3 games? I might have watched more than you.
No, I got 3 games at once. I got 3 screens.
Oh, 3 at once is a big difference between 3 games a night.
I was going to say, he can't watch the 9 p.m. games. They start too late.
I've
been watching them lately. It's been hurt. But yeah, so I've Steve's been me and Steve have been killing it. Steve is obviously the point. I just try to fill his shoes as best as I can, but
I'm not doing a good job.
Great time of the year, and then I go last. So, I'm going to have to make up for it and pick some winners here and have everyone ship with the random ass fucking Kirk play today. And I guess maybe tomorrow I can go second. Maybe. Big if.
Do you want to break this West Virginia-Maryland game down, or do you want to complain?
So, like you said, I don't think there's a main team play, but I feel like a lot of people might be maxing and doing a little bit more stuff today. So, Key Johnson, Jesus Christ, someone who can just go for 40. Probably want to have him in the player pool. Dante Scott, not good down the stretch. Better at home, but 6.2. Matchup isn't great, but there's still talent there in Dante Scott and Jameer Young's high usage. So you can mix and match these guys, but I'd probably rank them for MME 5th or more lineup type guys. Key Johnson, Dante Scott, Jameer Young, and then Don Carey for I actually think you could play Don Carey as value in a main for low owned value.
So okay. All right, very good.
He chucks. That's all he does. He chucks. He's very bad at basketball, but he chucks. He'll shoot 10 times. You'll turn on the game, and he'll shoot 4 threes in the first 3 minutes.
All right. Not a great game for the 16-game slate. I can't imagine the next game is going to be any better. So, Tony, again, if you have anything on the last game, just raise your hand.
Oh, I got to raise my hand now? You're the damn host.
I am the host. I just don't know.
I'll never raise my hand if you don't bring it back to me.
Listen to me. Just raise your hand if you have something. Okay.
I always have something.
Okay. What do you have? Oh, I came to you first or second, and you didn't.
I got to let my 2 guys talk real quick, and then I got to get my bearings.
Joey, I can't wait to get you a big hug.
I mean, this Don Carey looks like you play him if you want to wear a condom during a workbench session. I mean, he looks terrible.
He shoots he's the opposite.
He was bad all season and finally hit a couple shots down the stretch.
Down the stretch, he had 19, 18, 17. That's a condom play.
Yeah, he's 4-2 now, though. He used to be
still a condom. I mean, condom's condom, not double. I didn't say double, did I? I said single condom.
I think, with him being priced up, I could see it being a condom play.
That's priced up?
Yeah, he's been
3.5 the last couple weeks.
But yeah, that's why I like him at when he's 3.5. So I understand a 4-2.
I won't be using him against Stevie.
Oh,
all right.
Cute line.
Furman, Virginia. I can't think of a worse game.
Furman's the popular team, I hear. See how I tapped in like that right away?
DFS, we got a 131 total. Steve, are we playing anyone from Virginia or Furman today?
On the DFS side, no, but I think this is going to be a really good game, and I like Furman. Grabbed them at +6.5 yesterday. I'm not sure where it is right now, but stylistically, I like the matchup for them. We talked about it a bit on the bracket breakdown show last night. As far as DFS, man, it would be tough for me to get to anyone in this game. Maybe JP Pegues at 5.4. Furman's got 2 studs in Bothwell and Slauson, but they're just priced way out against the snail that is Virginia. So I think he would be the only guy in play for me. With the Vanderplas injury on the Virginia side, Jaden Garner's been playing a ton. he would probably be my only look on the Virginia side if I was building a bunch of lineups. But I'm not really considering him. I only play a couple lineups, and especially with the mania going on, trying to focus on building the best team. So yeah, it's Gardner and Pegas here for me, and pass on the game.
All right, Dildo, do you want any JP peg leg?
No, so I'm not on the Furman side at all, which is crazy because I'm doing like the $42 $5 max, and I'm doing like the $1 max too. But Jaden Garner, I mean, without Vanderplas, the dude is just crashing the boards like crazy, and I love that he just shit the bed against Duke. I think he can get, even with this low total, I think he can get back to like a 40 burger here, and no one's gonna want to play him. So yeah, I want to be 3x the fill on Jaden Gardner.
Tony, would you like to raise your hand?
No, but I want you to kick it to me so I can talk about this game.
Tony, Virginia Furman should be played at a snail's pace. What gem can you dig up?
I mean, it's not even digging up a gem. Like, this is what we talked about last year. This JP dude looks real good to me. I know Virginia plays slow, but we talked about this all tournament last year. The freaking these smaller schools, these dudes play so many minutes in these spots that you can take advantage. And he's only 5,400. He'll play mid-30s minutes. It looks like low to mid-30s. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised that always these guys ramp up when it's all on the line too. So I like this JP Pegs dude, and even Foster looks decent at 5,100. But I like Furman a lot. I think Virginia's terrible. I think Furman wins. I was worried though that the most people have been betting on Furman. So if they're too trendy, maybe Virginia just slaps them out of there. But I like JP for sure.
You're on Furman. You're on Furman there, Boyden.
He's on Furman too.
Yeah, I'm on Furman. Yeah. Virginia was just god awful down the stretch. This is like a experienced Furman team that just missed the tournament last year. They lost in their championship game. I think they come out ready here.
What's going on with the beeper? Who is that?
Every time someone opens a door in this house, that goes off.
Really?
Oh, we got to
like
break
a door to the outside.
Yeah, we got to break that. Or tell us dudes not to use the front door. Third. Oh, by the way, like button would be great. Let me do an actual hosting job here. Like button would be great. And then if you want to sign up and you want to play college basketball, and maybe it's your first time hopping in, just check the site out. Sign up for a monthly. Just do a yearly and go and win an NBA and baseball. As we got that going on, still a lot going on. NBA playoffs. Our NHL team, Natisfy and the boys, have been just kicking ass too. So use a code. How about, hey, Dildo, does Dildo 15 work for 15% off, or should we just give somebody else?
It should if it doesn't.
Kurt, 15, maybe 15% off. Come play EuroLeague.
Steve, Mango, get out. Stop opening the door. This is a professional broadcast, and you're doing this. Steve, is it Steve 15 for 15% off?
It's Boynton 15 for me.
Boynton 15.
As we get into the MLB streets. Someone just opened the door again. I don't know.
It's Mango, and he went in the chat and said, I'm going to go open.
Going anyways? Why are they going in and out?
Kurt, will you go downstairs and hit Mangone?
Me? They don't fucking tackle me.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Knock me out. Fuck that. Yeah. I'm good.
We'll get nades on it. He's our
and now he's blaming me for my bed not being made. I mean, Mangone, I can't. I rolled out of bed this morning, did this show. Give me a break, dude. We got Utah State and Missouri. If I'm correct, let me go. This total is in the 150s, isn't it? 155.5. We should have a nice little pace here. Watch some Utah State because
hold on a second. No way this Clark dude from Virginia is still there. No damn way.
Yeah,
that dude's been there for 15 years.
This is 50 year, yeah. Kihei?
No chance he's still there. I'm blown away right now.
Johnny. That's your double contemplate is Kihei.
I mean, I didn't say I was playing him. I just couldn't believe it was him.
Joey Work, did you?
That dude played when I was in high school with Brian Cardinal.
Hey, Kurt, you're one of the hipsters here. What did Joey Work mean by OMWFTYB?
Or fuck your bitch.
Oh, what?
On my way to fuck your bitch.
Oh. So
Kurt just immediately wrapped that off is what I love.
Yeah, I thought he put his phone in his pocket and there's just a whole bunch of letters came up. Anyways, Boynton, Utah State and Missouri. This could be a cavalcade of deliciousness for DFS today. Would you like to break it down for us?
Yeah, so I think second highest total on the slate. We're definitely going to have to take a look at this one. Both teams top 100 in tempo. Utah State, really good all year. They're up to 18th at KenPom. I did take Mizzou plus 2.5 in this one. We talked about it on the bracket show last night. This is like statistics versus talent and athleticism. So Mizzou's more athletic at every single spot on the floor. I do think that they win this game, but Utah State's good, and they can really shoot the three. They're 10th in the country in three-point percentage, and they got guys who absolutely chuck. Steve Ashworth shot 44% this year on 237 attempts. So him at 7.5, I think he's underpriced here. If you're playing cash games, I think like he's the first guy in. I think he's a great play. And then they got Funk, who's another great shooter at 7K, like a stretch 4. And then, if you really wanted a game stack, you can play guys like Shulga and Bairstow, who I think this whole team's underpriced. The guy I would shy away from is Dorius at 4.6. He's like a big lumbering center, and I think Mizzou's going to run him off the court. Mizzou doesn't really play with a traditional big. They use Kobe Brown at the 5, so there's no real need to have a big stiff in there, especially in a game that's really going to get up and down. So, yeah, love the whole Utah State team except for Dorius. And then on the Mizzou side, the big news is Trey Gamillion is a game time call here. Man, what is going on with this?
There can't physically be that many people over.
Hey, Kurt,
that's the problem.
Go downstairs and tell these idiots to go down to the basement.
What could they possibly be doing?
I mean, there has to be like a door that's ajar or something that's like opening and closing.
Mangone's opening all the doors up. Stop it, guys.
In the freaking chat. Mango.
Trying to break down my favorite game of the day, and the fucking doors won't stop going on. So Gamillion has missed the last couple games, and since he's been out, Golston at 4.9 has been playing a ton. He's got great rates. He's going to be popular on the slate, deservedly so, at 4.9. So really like him. I mentioned Kobe Brown earlier. He's in the mix of the spend ups here at 8.5. I like him in game stacks. And like if you play 2 or 3 on the Utah State side, you jam in Golston, you add in Kobe Brown. I think that's a really fun tournament play. I do like Brown over Demoy Hodge at 8.3. Hodge like relies on steals and easy buckets to kind of get there. He's been right around 7K the whole year. So to see him really close to Kobe Brown worries me. So definitely Brown over Hodge here. But yeah, just a ton of plays.
This is sneaking up on Snyder territory where they're just rebuilding his kitchen. He just keeps talking right through it. Anyways, Kurt.
So this is what happens when AP leaves the house. AP just wanted to leave the house for 3 hours, go golf, and he can't, and it's a madhouse because no one's here to control us. So. Yeah,
and Mangone said he was going to open all the doors, but now he says he's in his bed. Anyways, Utah State, Missouri, Kurt. What do you got for us?
Great game. I do wish Hodge wasn't priced so high. Like I was loving playing him at low 7Ks, but yeah, when you rely on the being efficient 3-point shooting and steals and shit, I can't pay 8.3 for you. I didn't even like playing high 7s. But in my core, we both have Ashworth. I like Ashworth because he's coming off a sinker game and a nut total. But I think I'm going to change my core to I want 2 of the 3 of these now. I want Funk, Shulga, Ashworth, Bairstow. I mean, literally all these guys have over 17% shot rate, 17, 19, 22, and they're not shot dependent. Like all the other rates, like the guys are sucking the stat sheet because they play so fucking fast. Like these guys don't just stand in the corner; they play so fast. They're all involved. So I want 2 of the 3. I actually don't think you need a Missouri run back, but for game stacks, yeah, like Kobe Brown, stretch the floor. Dude's been awesome all year. Has controlled his fouls, which is a big thing. Like knock on wood. I got a wood desk right here, knocking on it. He's done good with fouls lately, so. You can run back with him, and obviously Golston's the highest projected. I'm a little worried. I can't lie. I mean, he's projecting well, but these other ancillary Missouri guys have been a little shaky this year, I will say. So I'll have exposure, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you almost pulled off saying ancillary. I'm very impressed with your vocabulary. Tony, this has got a high total. Can you find any gems here?
Oh, these guys look rough to me. I hope that's not a sign of the slate too as we go, because man, a lot of these guys are projected better than most of the other teams. Total's high. And when I actually look at these guys, though, they look pretty shitty to me. So, I mean, like Kobe Brown, he's had some upside, but man, he's been terrible a decent amount of these games lately. You can't really do him. I don't know. Ashworth, what is it, a Whitey? Sorry, Whitey?
Oh, yeah.
He is a Whitey from – I mean, this is Utah State we're talking about here.
Oh, I mean, 7,500 for this dude? Like, oh. Yeah, I don't feel as good about this game just looking at these guys, but I can see why. The projections definitely like this team, and the total's high, so I'm clearly missing.
They have an 83 team total on a slate without a bunch of big totals. So
I get it. Believe me, I see the projections, I see the total. It makes sense in my head.
Tomorrow's the nut for
on Kobe Brown, the games that he doesn't get there, like he fouls a lot. No,
Redmond right there says the entire slate, Sally. I mean, it has to be because all these plays look like the best plays, and they don't look that good to me. But the projections are high, the total's high. These guys like them, so I'm clearly missing something. I mean, Ashworth, everything checks out for him. I mean, both these guys like him. The projections love him, so I have to like him. But what?
Ashworth literally played his nut worst game the other night. And what did he still get to, 20? It was horrible.
I mean, he had 19 and 20 the last two games, and he's 7,500.
I mean, he's literally legit. I mean, he's looked so bad. I just don't think – and I've watched Missouri this year, and they can't really defend.
I get worried when you guys got me worried when you're talking about all the athletes versus the Whiteys. It worries me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a high-scoring, close game. So
I actually like Utah State to win, though, which worries me even more. So if I like Utah State, I got to like this Ashworth dude with you guys. So I'll play him with you guys.
Yeah.
You play a little Ashworth. Okay. You can play white Americans in college. You know that, Tony.
I want one, though. I want a good distribution. I want one guy that can fill it up a little bit for me.
Well, he shoots 44% from three, so that's your guy.
But I think he's got 4 Whiteys with him, doesn't he?
He's got a bunch. Yeah.
I need a few athletes in there with him.
Well, you're not going to find that in Utah.
I'll play Ashworth. Well, what about this Aiken dude? He looks somewhat decent. What does he say? That beep. How can that many people be going in and out of that house?
It's been going. He already said he was going to open all the doors.
I think there's a door that's like on the verge that's not completely closed or something. I don't know.
I gotta fix my pick. There's no way Utah State's beating this team. I gotta change my bracket right now.
I have Mizzou.
Hell yeah.
You guys are both on Mizzou too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta change my pick right there. I gotta think
Utah State can't score though.
Huh?
It doesn't mean I don't think Utah State can't score though.
Utah State sucks. I'm taking Mizzou with you guys.
Yeah, I think this is like
you can be on Mizzou and still play the like a couple of Utah State guys for DFS.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like Mizzou 81, Utah State 74 or something like that.
Like Mizzou wears them down. Like Mizzou's
I think it's going to be 81 to 54 Mizzou.
I think Mizzou's going to lose because fuck them. So let's move on.
I can't even find them on my bracket. Where are they?
I'm still bitter about all those guys going over to the Kansas border and just killing all the Jayhawkers. Okay, we're going to move on to the next game, but we got a couple hundred watching. Hit the like button just because, we're doing this for you. And
is that my boy C-Cloud in there? I love that dude.
Bunch of white dudes playing against athletic press. What could go wrong?
That's a staple. Is he still in the college chat all the time? Our boy C-Cloud?
Oh yeah, every day.
Is he in the Mania today?
Yeah, he's got 2 seats, I think.
When I'm moving to Florida, I'm passing by him, and he doesn't know it yet, but I'm definitely just going to stalk him and stay a night one of the days because I'm not driving all the way through. So, C-Claw, I'm staying at your house next 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. We got 13 more games to go, so let's pick up the pace.
Don't rush us, Holden.
Huh? Don't rush you?
Actually, do rush us.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be tough for a minute.
I know, but it didn't work. Like button would be great. Let's get that going. That'd be great. Sign up for Run Pure Sports by using Boynton15. You'll get 15% off your subscription. So I'll do that. Be careful of JT. I'm going to give JT such a big hug. I might hump his leg. Howard in Kansas. So these are my boys today, Steve.
God.
What do you got? I just don't know if you really want to play any Kansas Jayhawks today. I don't think this is going to be KJ.
I want to play some Howard guys against your shitty Kansas team.
Oh, you always say that. When they won the championship, they shoved it right up your bunghole.
They did own me last year. I'll admit it. Right. I didn't like them all year.
It was so fun. And then I remember betting them live at halftime +3 You're like, oh, it's a horrible bet. Then they won. That made me happy. Steve, do we really have much here? Like maybe on the Howard side as they try to catch up and play some minutes, but I don't like this game DFS wise at all. I don't like any Kansas guys.
Yeah, I don't really like the Kansas guys. You know, you got the 20+ point spread, and 2 of them are hurt. Like McCullough's been out with the back injury. Grady Dick got hurt in that championship game. I don't think he's 100%.
Fine.
Yeah, but like on a 16-game slate, I'm not using the 7K guy with a back injury with who's a 25-point favorite. I love Jalen Wilson, but I'll probably wait to play him down the road. I'm not going to use him here. That Howard guys are interesting. So, their team total is still over 60 here. Shai Odom is at 4.3. He's got really good rates when he's out there. He's going to play mid-20s minutes probably if he doesn't foul. And as you know, Holden, Kansas is weakest inside. So, he's going to do some work in the front court. I think Odom's a decent play. And then Dockery at 3.6, I think is a bit weaker of a value play. He plays, 25 to 30, mainly shoots threes. So like you're going to need him to bury threes against a team that guards the 3-point line pretty well. So, he shot 45% from 3 this year, but that's in the MEAC. This is a different level here. So I prefer Odom over Dockery, if you're picking a Howard value. But yeah, just like every year on the Thursday and Friday of this tournament, we're playing guys that we honestly haven't seen much. So, sometimes you rely on the projections and matchup stuff in this scenario.
The only guy I see, and we got in the chat, like, hey, it's Kansas blowout guys. They play 5 guys, and even on a blowout, the only guy I see here, Steve, would be Uday at 3,200 getting some time. But even his ceiling's probably a dozen. So just fade it. Just fade Kansas here. Kurt, you got anything Howard in Kansas?
I'm trying to pull up the fucking UK game when Howard played, and I want to see who played the best. The fucking internet's not loading. Because I'm going to fine-tune that with the player pool. But I want to see which – they run that deep rotation. I'm not going to sit there and act like I watched fucking Howard because I didn't. But they run a deep rotation which I don't like. Odom will probably be the one guy for me. I'm pulling up the UK game. It looks like – so Dickinson played good, but yeah, nothing much for me. Odom didn't play much. Looked like he fouled or something. So I'll have Odom, but that's it. I'm not going to get these guys. I'm higher on Wilson than SteveB. With McCullough having a back injury, they probably don't push him. Grady Dick dealing with something. I can see Wilson just kind of carrying the load, and if they blow him out, I think Wilson probably already got there. So I will have him in the pool of like those 9K guys that we like, and so Wilson and Odom for me.
Jonah Yesufu played a ton because at 3,500 he played a ton because McCullough was hurt. So don't fall.
He's not in play here.
All right, let's hear Tony talk about how Howard's going to win today and all the guys he can dig up because there's no whiteys over there. This is what you should know. Howard, no whiteys.
You see you, lady.
Thank you for that update. Nothing on this game for me. No hand raise. If I played anyone, it would be Jalen Wilson, but I don't want to spend on him. I don't think.
No, not today. Not today.
I don't think. I think everyone's gonna be scared to play. I'll play him. I think you can get there.
Okay.
Have at it, Kurt. I'm playing other studs.
Corpus Christi and Bama here, and Brandon Miller's got a shot at putting up a 50 spot for us today, Steve. But again, this could get ugly. So do we want to roll with anybody on either side here? Maybe the 16 seed, we could dig somebody up in a blowout.
Yeah, so my rule with Brandon Miller the whole season has been to use him in games where Bama's going to get pushed. Because when they blow teams out, he sits a lot late and he's not as aggressive. When they get pushed is when he really, really shows his ceiling. So at 10-2, probably not going to use him here just because, I could see him playing, 29, 30 minutes. But yeah, I really like Bediako at 4.8. Had an awesome SEC tournament. They've got size over Corpus Christi here. If he can avoid fouls, he can crush here. So at 4.8, I think he's an awesome upside play. On the Corpus Christi side, we saw Fryer enter the lineup there in their championship game, or not in the championship game, but the play-in game at 3-4, and he played well. He started for them when they made the tournament last year, so I think he's fine if he's starting again. He played 30-ish minutes there, and then their stud is Isaac Mushila at 5'9". He was, just for reference, he was 8K on Tuesday, so it's a big-time rebounder. Had a double-double in that game. These Corpus Christi guys are a bit interesting just because Bama's top 5 in pace, but Bama's really, really good defensively. So you have to be careful playing more than one, I think.
Okay. You want to make an argument for anybody in this game, Kurt, even on the Corpus side?
Yes, I think it'll be a blowout. And I think Bama's been really easy. Like, when that spread's big, like, you can fade their studs and play something. Like, Ryan Griffin's been great in blowouts. No one's going to play him. A cheap guy. Yeah, you're playing for a blowout, but, like, guys, so many value that's getting projected today is going to just completely shit the bed. I mean, we've been seeing the NIT already with these suspect teams. So, like, I'll play a guy like Griffin who I think gets a blowout run. I've seen him play all year, and then he'll probably outscore some of these guys that are value that are just projecting like crazy on a shitty team that we don't fucking have watched all year. So I'll play Ryan Griffin some blowouts. Like, Gurley, I'm not saying play these in main teams, but, like, 5th, 6th lineups, if you want to get weird and you have balls, play the blowout script for Bama and play one of these values. And then I'm actually going to go back to Tennessee. I think he chucks. He cucked me the other day. I'll have like a share or two just because Bama will probably let him chuck. And I think you can
You like Bediako, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's in my court. Yeah. I think Bediako can get – he's 40 – like, he's just not priced correctly, I don't believe. The guy can legit have 4 or 5 blocks in the first, 8 minutes. So give me Bediako 4A, of course, and then Bama cheapies.
Yeah. Bediako can also foul twice in the first 90 seconds of the game. So
exactly. He won't get the blowout run either. So I need him to be very efficient early, which is what I'm counting on.
Okay. Tony, you want a little Bediako action? Because Kurt's going out on a limb for my dude.
You might want some Kentucky action, maybe.
I don't know about this Bediako. I do like Kurt's takes, though, with these 3K guys because
maybe.
3K is still, I say it in the NBA, but even more in college. Like, we play like that 4-2 guy that you guys were stroking off earlier. I'd rather save 1,200 and play these 3K guys that, who knows how much blowout run they get? What are they favored by, 25 or something? 24?
The thing is, we know who gets the blowout win for Bama. We know who it is. It's not Bradley. It's like Gurley, Griffin. Well, Griffin's the one who does good in the blowouts. So we know. We've seen it 8 times this year.
Yeah, I like this Gurley the most. This dude looks good to me. But the good part is you got a forward and a guard that are both 3K, should blow out. Even if it doesn't, though, is Kurt's best point. Yeah. These 3K, there's going to be busts today. There always is. It's a 16-game slate. Tons of people are going to bust along the way. These 3K guys just aren't going to hurt you all that much, especially if you can get up to some of the studs that aren't going to let us down. So I'm on these 3K guys. I don't know about Bediako, maybe because you guys like him, but definitely not Miller. This Quinterly, I'm surprised Kurt didn't play him since he freaking strokes to him. Every time I see a core, he's got Quinterly in his freaking core.
What's funny is, Tony,
that was when he was 4K, not 7K.
Tony, I hate him. Tony, I hate him this year, man. I finally came off. I hate this fucker this year.
He freaking sucks.
Yeah, he was 4K 2 weeks ago, and now he's 7. So
also Griffin, even if somehow this game is close, he'll play 10 to 12 and he'll shoot 3 threes. So if you end up getting a terrible draw and it's a close game, maybe he makes 2 to 3 threes, gets you 9, and you're not completely dead at 3K.
Yeah. And then this other side, you can play some of these guys. They look decent enough. Nothing totally sticks out, but some of these guys, Jackson, this Mushala dude, 5,900. These guys should get enough minutes to be able to pay out, but nothing totally sticks out for me with them. Even the 3-4 guy, this Fryer, he's going to play mid-30s minutes.
I think they're all in play, but not great plays.
Yeah, I agree with that. I could see a build, though, where you play the 2 cheapies from Bama and you play this 3,400 dude. You got 3 cheapies and just jam everything around it and hope you just get lucky in this game and get 15 from all 3 of them.
We have a bunch of studs in great spots too. So
that's how I want to build. There's so many unknowns and stuff, and I love the idea of playing 3 cheapies in the same game. And I mean, how much salary do I have if I play those 3 guys? I got to have a ton. Let me see.
Hey, Kurt, real quick. What's IKB? I know, but
I know better.
Oh, I know better than to play
I also use that for I know ball.
I mean, you got 81.
Look who just showed up.
Oh, baby, that's what that beep was. 81-20. If you play those 3 together, you got 8K for your other how many spots?
Yeah, you can play 4 studs.
5 spots, 8K.
You avoid some of that mid-tier range of these small school guys that would completely shit the bed, like 5'4" guys on like this example. Like,
that's what I want to avoid. Those guys that are going to give me like 17 fantasy points. I want to avoid that.
Yeah, and Tanner makes a good point. Griffin usage when he's out there is nice. The guy's active.
Okay. All right, let's keep rolling here.
We figured out the door issue. The basement door was ajar.
Love it.
The basement here is awesome because there's a little toilet right in the middle of it, and there's no doors or curtains around it. It's just a toilet. So if you're playing
I
darts,
wonder what the story is behind that.
Huh?
I wonder what the story is, how it like ended up like that.
It's an unfinished basement, so I feel like the builders were just like, fuck it, here. You wanted a toilet, we'll put it in the middle, and whatever we have to do from here on out, you do it yourself. And they didn't bother. So if someone needs to go to the bathroom, you can do it in front of everybody right here at the RPS house. So
what, shirt off or shirt on when you're going in like that?
I gotta tell you, I kind of want to, when I do that, I want to make sure everybody sees everything. So I'm going shirt off. Tony, how about you?
Yeah.
What do we got? San Diego. I never liked San Diego State is a little different this year, aren't they? Steve, a little more offense than usual.
Yeah, well, they got Fat Matt Bradley transferred there from Cal. So this is it's an interesting game.
College at Charleston, man.
I don't like it for DFS, really at all. I think Charleston has a tough time with San Diego State here. I think San Diego State wins this game. I wish the spread was a bit lower. This would be like a live bet spot for me if you get San Diego under a possession. So nothing from me DFS wise, and San Diego State to win the game.
Hey, Kurt or Steve, one of you guys, I was looking at some notes. Who popped up? Who popped up behind you? Who's here? Who came?
Kevin Fallick's here.
Fallick! Oh, okay. Can I give Fallick a hug, or is he gonna like grab my dick or something? Because he's been all about that lately.
When I gave him a hug earlier this year, he did not do that.
Well, it's just you.
That's a relief.
Yeah. Usually, he usually gets crazy in the basketball, the NBA show, though, Steve. You don't do the NBA shows. I'm definitely a little afraid. Kurt, the San Diego State game, yay or nay?
Yeah, no, it's gross, but there's one play. I've not been telling people to avoid this, but I watched him play, and this is a tough matchup, but I will have Brozovic in the pool. Charleston runs a gnarly rotation, but they did condense it for like the semifinal, and then it went back to a big rotation. I think he'll be like 2%, and I'll have him like in like 2 of the 40, 50 lineups.
Yeah, we got 16 games. I don't really want to touch the team that plays 12.
Dude, I had 5 lineups, brother. I got to play some different people, man. I got to get weird.
Let him know, Kurt. There you go, Dildo. Let him know.
I mean, is there a better name?
Dildo does. That's a dusty play, Kurt.
Huh?
That's a dusty shout out there.
Yeah,
I like you defending yourself, though. That was a good. No, that was a good defense of yourself. Just a bad reason for the defense.
No,
I think some people will play Wayne Smith 4-4. But that dude, he only shoots threes, and San Diego State just shuts down the perimeter. They're top 10 in defending the 3-point line. So I'm not really on Wayne Smith here.
Okay. You want anything here, Tony?
Who the hell is Kurt talking to?
I have no idea.
I was asking Steve, was he talking about Ryan?
Is there like a little dildo on your shoulder that nobody could see that you're having a conversation with?
He just kept talking, and I was like, "Who's he talking to?"
Literally, who you're talking to?
I'm talking about Steve. He was talking about the 4,400 guy we were talking about last night. Is that who you're talking about just now?
Tony, do you have anything?
The best part is he keeps talking to Steve, and Steve's just ignoring it.
Is Steve here?
Move on. Let's get off College of Charleston.
Yeah, fuck that. Let's go.
I just love that interaction. Kurt just kept talking, and Steve just kept ignoring him.
God, no wonder they have a fucking graphic today, dude. Like, no wonder.
Listen, this is a great show. Hit the like button. We really appreciate that. I don't know how many we're looking for. It really doesn't matter at this point. And then the other thing is, if you want to try RPS out, our college basketball team is awesome. These guys are awesome. If you're into hockey or you just want to win some money, Nate is fine. The boys on the hockey team have been rolling. Obviously, we got the best NBA team out there. They're all out in the live final. Tony, JSU, the whole crew, AP, all of them. Just complete Tambo. Yeah, Tambo is kick some ass. So our NBA team, I'll put them up against anybody. And I'll give them the Pepsi challenge against anybody. You got to be old to remember that, or you're a really big fan of Pulp Fiction. Anyways, Boynton 15% off. Boynton.
Oh my God, Tubi is 9,800. Oh my God.
Yeah, Tubeless is 9,800. We don't want to go there.
Tony, look at that
You
game
gotta
log,
be
baby.
shitting me.
He's a different guy this year, Tony.
He better be.
Look at that game log. You're getting all kinds of.
Oh, I haven't pulled it up yet.
He's an All-American.
What about Tosan and Bowman? We want. Come on, man. 8,800 for Princeton. They're gonna get their asses kicked.
Well, so the difference between this Zona game and like the Bama or the Kansas is that I think Princeton can keep this at least reasonable. KenPom's got a 13-point spread. Those were like 25. So that makes me like the Arizona guys more because they've got an 85 team total with a reasonable spread. So, I think Tube is a great play here at 9-8. He had that weird lull in February, but he was just dynamite down the stretch, dominated the Pac-12 tournament, and Ballo's playing with the broken hand. So Ballo's not going to shoot much at 7-6. So I think Tube's just going to get more and more usage here. I'm going to try to play him. I haven't built my lineup yet. So, but yeah, I think Tube's great. Tosan is a true point forward for Princeton. They run offense through him, kind of like if you watched Loyola a couple years ago, Cam Crutwig, same type of player. So I think he's fine, but man, I was hoping he would be 7.5. So
who are you talking about?
Tosan from Princeton.
Is he like that? No, who are you talking? That big old dude from Loyola?
Yeah, the Crutwig guy that you said wasn't going to do anything. He beat Illinois by himself.
This 8,800 guy plays like him. I love that.
Same exact role.
I better play him out of respect.
Except not white.
He's not white?
There's no way.
No, he's from like isn't he from England, Steve?
He's from England, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think those are the only plays in this game for me. I don't really like Ramey. He basically only shoots threes. And then Kirk Kreese is really cheap. He's at 5'2", but he was awful down the stretch and hurt his shoulder in that championship game. So a bit worried about that. But, he has had a week off, and this is the cheapest he's been in his career. So just seeing Kerr at 5'2" is a little sticker shock because he's usually in the mid-sixes. So some interest there, but obviously worried about the shoulder.
Steve Kerr's grandson.
No.
Steve Kerr's grandson. Justin Wahlberg just signed up. I mean, come on. Can we give me some love here? I hope you use Boynton 15. I got this guy to sign up. I'm so happy for you, Justin. We're not going to send you anything, but
how do you know we're not? Maybe we are.
But you know what, Tony? Can you please bring me a winter hat today to the house? Nope. I mean, I fucking came all the way.
What the hell is a winter hat?
The black hat. Come on, you know what it is.
Beanie?
It doesn't have I guess it's a beanie, but there's no beanie on it. So how's it a beanie?
I've never heard the term winter hat before in my life.
I've never in my life. I kind of like it. It's a decent term.
I'm from Chicago, and we call it a winter hat.
A winter hat?
Yeah.
You can't wear it anytime but winter? I don't understand.
Yes.
Sounds like bad marketing. Like you should be able to wear it. I mean, JSU wears it 12 months a year.
Yeah, well, it's 90 degrees. JSU's wearing a winter hat. You tell me the logic.
Exactly. That's why it should be called a beanie.
Nate
Will you
said
please
that
bring me one?
Here's that up in Wisconsin, so it must be
I'm expecting a
Midwest
winter
thing.
hat today.
They use it in Wisconsin?
Yeah, that's what he said right here.
I like it.
If I don't get a beanie, I'm going to open the door for every show from here on out. Just open and close it the whole time. And the other, and I'm
I
not
actually
kidding.
don't know if we have any more.
You better fucking find one.
They
I'll take
sold
yours.
so
I
many
don't
that
care.
one show.
If I came out here, I'm doing the damn thing. Anyways,
Oh, now John made me mad here.
why?
Come on, John. How do I talk games, please?
Oh, good.
Come on,
Get
John.
the fuck out.
Boo.
Get out of here, John. You talk games. Get out of here. Leave
Yeah.
us a like on your way out.
We talked games for a full hour on the bracket show last night.
Oh, by the way, somebody
And
said
we're
the bracket
45
show was
minutes
awesome.
in right now.
Did you know that JJ was just edibled out? Did he even was he drooling? Because he said it was really tough to get through it.
I mean, just because you can't handle it doesn't mean he can't.
Well, Steve
The
did the
show?
show. How was it?
He was hosting, so he was doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, so he was like over. He came down this morning. He's like, "Oh, it was a rough scene, man. I couldn't even have a talk with Steve." He bought this drumstick, the ice cream thing. By the way, I'm
Oh,
not
God, that
talking
had to
about
taste
this
good with a
because-
gummy in.
I hate that you guys have personality. Please be more boring.
Yeah,
Please be
It's
monotone.
just for that guy, John. I'm talking about drumstick ice cream things just for John. He bought one downstairs.
Swallow
in the
our
hotel,
gummies, too.
and he says, "I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it on the show," but he didn't. And then he said the show got over and he drank his drumstick. So I'm a little disappointed about that.
Drank his drumstick.
Fuck the games. I'm here for the entertainment. Now you know what it is. Make it happen. You know what this is about. We're gonna give you winners and we're gonna dick around.
Yeah, definitely makes it happen in the bench.
I can't believe Tube's at 9,800. I can't get over it.
Did you pull up the game log yet?
I mean, I wasn't even that impressed. You guys
I
talking
wasn't.
about?
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine.
I think he's a good play.
West Coast Gem, you think
I do
JJ
like this game though because the
think
total's
JJ
high and
cares?
they don't play that many guys.
Yeah, so Arizona's got the highest team total in the slate, and they're one of the big totals where the team is going to get pushed a bit. So, like, Kansas is going to rest guys late, Bam's going to rest guys late. If this game goes to the spread, Arizona's going to play their guys full run. So that's what makes me like Tube more, because if he plays 35 here, he can put up 50 points against this team.
And if you do that build where you had all the cheapies, like, I mean, no one's going to play
Yeah,
the team for 40 in a minute.
Tony, you're playing the shitters to play guys like Tube who have like the massive 45+ upside.
And the good part about that build and in college, like even if these guys get you like 35, it never like totally kills you.
Yeah. For a 16 gamer, I don't think this is going to be a super high scoring slate.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm definitely
Justin,
playing
you-
that Tucson guy though. I like him. I'm glad you gave that comparison because I'm definitely playing him.
Yeah, after you shit on Crutwig that entire show before.
And then I loved him. I was a fan right away. The guy was a hero.
Hey, Boynton, Donnie Wahlberg used your code, so make sure Nick sends you something for that. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, I will.
Use your code, and then hit the like button. Last time I
Bed
checked,
looks terrible, Holden. Like,
Huh?
what did you do in that thing?
I got to crouch down like a catcher because my back's killing me.
What about the bed back there? Like, what is that?
Do you want me just to sit on the bed?
I mean, if you want,
All right, we might do that. I don't know. We'll see.
go
what-
over there. Let's see. Go over there and check it
Yeah,
out.
hold on a second. Let me.
Hey, Stevie, so we got Pember. Like, what's the value
Why'd
projection?
you open the blind?
What the fuck? What are we doing here, guys? I'm trying to talk ball.
Shut up, Kurt.
John told me to
Shut up.
What did you turn the blind up for?
Shut your mouth, Kurt.
Is he about to fact? Is he about to jack off? Is he pulling your pants down?
Hello, Baggins. Shut your mouth. We're trying to have a professional show here.
It actually does look better over wherever you
All
went.
right, then I'll do it. I'll just sit here. Gotta figure out what to put this on.
Who the hell is
Anyways,
Steve talking to now? He's talking on the mute. Who's he talking to?
What is
I'm talking to guys on the couch. I said Holden's just walking around his hotel room.
Couch
What the
is
fuck's
right
going on?
there. How's there a couch right there?
oh, this is actually great. This is
Where are
terrific.
you?
Yeah, I was tugging. You're right. To Illinois and Arkansas, which is our next game.
Fuck me.
You like how I did that, Steve? Terrence Shannon. Obviously, we got Anthony Black in this game. But is this a game we want to target? Like, where do we attack this game, Steve?
Yeah, so this one's interesting. We got a close spread, which there aren't a ton of today. and two teams with true studs. Arkansas's got 2 lottery picks in Black and Nick Smith. Super dangerous team if they win this game. I know we were talking about last time, Holden, like if they win this game, I think they can beat Kansas in the second round. Arkansas's got the talent. Illinois, really inconsistent down the stretch. I like Arkansas to win this game. And Black and Smith, I think, are really, really fun plays. I think they might get lost in the shuffle here with everyone playing Ashworth at 7-5. I think Black and Smith might get lost a bit. These guys are super talented. Illinois plays fast. This is like a sneaky shootout here. You got Devo Davis playing a ton of minutes at 5'6". Mekhi Mitchell was awesome down the stretch at 5'7". He does foul though, so be wary of that. And then on the other side, Dane Danger is going to have to play a lot at 5'5". I think he's interesting. So like he's kind of a matchup guy. They use him more when they have to face some size, and Arkansas has got big dudes inside. So if Danger doesn't foul here, I think he's a good play. I think there's just like a ton of good plays in this game overall. I'm not as interested in the Terry Shannon, Matt Mayer guys. I think it's the Arkansas guys plus Danger for me, especially in like a game stack type of lineup.
Can you run that down again? I was busy reading the chat.
No, I can't.
Good. Kurt, aka Dildo Baggins. There are some studs in this game. As everybody's been telling me, Arkansas, if they win, they're going to beat Kansas. So I'm very, very not nervous. Anyways, do you want to roll with a couple of these lottery picks in this game?
Yeah. First of all, Steve talking up Dane Danger is getting me kind of stiff. I can't lie. I like playing Dane Danger, especially when they got to play. Like when they did play Penn State, he played well. But the rule I've had the last month is every lineup I want Nick Smith or Black. And now that they're all the same price, I can just keep doing that where I'm just doing a lineup, just rotating them, run the same lineup with Black, run the same lineup with Smith. I don't think I should come off today. I haven't decided my last couple spots in my main. I think I'm going to just keep doing it and playing one of the Arkansas guys in this close total. If you go back and look at the game logs, like I've been pretty profitable doing that. One of those guys are smashing hidden value every time. Like she said, they're going to be low owned, which is nice because they've been actually been high owned lately. So I like that. And I would like to have conviction on like Illinois, but I don't even have conviction on Danger. I just like playing him in like VPPs, but I don't have conviction on anyone. Like Terry Shannon's been looking really shaky. Like with everyone healthy, it's just kind of tough. Yeah, so no conviction there, but I will keep the rule of Black or Smith every line. I'm keeping that.
Ooh, Steve, are you throwing Black or Smith in every lineup?
No, but I think they're good plays. I don't think they're must plays like Kurt thinks, but yeah, I mean, yeah. I just am not finding myself in the low 7s for like my main lineup, but yeah, I mean, these guys have 35 plus upside at 7K, and they're the 2 most talented players in the game in a high-paced, close game. So yeah, I like them a lot.
Does the first game tip off at 12:15? All right, we got an hour and 20 minutes. Tony, you just heard the boys talk. Do you have any interest in this Illinois-Arkansas game now?
Negative.
Okay, so we'll move on. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Negative.
Thank you.
Auburn, Iowa, Steve, is our next game up on the docket. But before we do that, please hit the like button. We're not even at 100 yet. That's absolutely ridiculous. We're getting so many nice things in the chat. So if you enjoy the show, please hit the like button. If you don't enjoy the show, why are you watching? But hit the like button anyways. So Auburn, Iowa. John Broome is 8,600. We got this is the guy. We're building lineups with John Broome, aren't we?
Who are you asking? Me? Yeah, I like Janai Broome a lot here. Iowa struggled with athletic bigs the whole season, and he's priced down a bit. Like he was in the low 9s for a while. He's got just monster rebound and block upside, which is what we like for these expensive forwards. Yeah, I think he's a great play here. This is another high total. This one's over 150 here. So Iowa is going to pace up whoever they play, and they don't play any defense. So got to like the Auburn guys. I know Cap has got some pretty good projections on the other Auburn guys. I don't like them as much. Broome is definitely my favorite play, but he likes Flanagan and KD Johnson a bit too. And then on the Iowa side, we've been riding Chris Murray the whole season. He's not as good as his older brother who got drafted in the top 5 last year, but he's got the same type of usage at Iowa. Like, he's going to play the entire game. He's going to take 20 shots in this game. He's got block upside. So I think Murray is a really good play here. And I think you can play both Broom and Murray in the same lineup.
Broom and Murray together. Dildo, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to be quick because we kind of cut it close. But I really wish this was the Auburn team that played fast, like traditional Bruce Pearl teams, but it's not. So I'm going to go Johnny Broom. First time I opened the slate, first guy I saw Johnny Broom. I'm not going to come off that. I'm going to keep playing him. Iowa doesn't play defense. They play fast. So give me Johnny Broom. Chris Murray, 2 up top. And then I'm not going to play Iowa roulette. If Auburn did play fast like previous years, then I would be like, fuck it, I'll play this Iowa roulette game. But I won't be here today. I'm like, don't be scared. Like, some of these Iowa guys will go off, but it's not profitable trying to play that game. Chris Murray and Johnny Broom up top for me. That's it.
Tony, did we talk into Broom?
Yeah, I mean, these look like the 2 better studs than the other ones I was seeing earlier on the slate. I like these guys. Murray looks super consistent, tons of minutes, just like his brother, stud. So definitely like Murray. I don't even mind this Rabacha, dude. I remember him a little bit too. I like him. I don't know if I'll end up playing him, but I like him too. And yeah, Broom, definitely Broom against Iowa. So I like this game. It's one of the first games I feel pretty good about these studs in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mention Rabacha. I think he's a good play here. The only issue, like, with playing him on a main team is Broom draws a shitload of fouls. But yeah, like, if you're playing a bunch of lineups, him at 7-3 is great. This game's gonna be up and down. Just like the last game, and the Mizzou game, this is going to be a close, fast-paced game on a slate where we got a bunch of blowouts. So, yeah, I like pieces here.
This is my last piece just for my lineup. Jaquez versus Murray. Who are you taking?
I like Murray over Jaquez, mainly because of what I just said. This is a fast-paced, close game. UCLA is a 20-point fave in a much slower game.
Okay. We got our next game.
Like I can see paths where Chris Murray plays all 40 minutes here. I can see paths where Jaquez sits the last 10 or 12.
Okay.
So
cool.
I just think there's more risk with Jaquez.
So here's the deal. What am I looking at? All we need is 100. And we're at 77. If you want these guys plays of the day, I'm just going to go straight JT here. If you guys want the plays of the day, because you're going to need these to build your lineups, then get us to 100. That's all we're asking for is 100. This is not a show that we've been promoting that much, unfortunately, because we should. But you get to 100, you get the plays. You don't get to 100, you don't get the plays. And I'm not a softie like JT. Like, if we don't hit it, I'm not giving it to you. This is not a threat. This is a promise. Anyways, Duke, here we go. I like this one. Mr. Boynton, we got to get into Duke, and our guy Filipowski has just been absolutely rolling. Let's see here, 9K today for Filipowski, Oral Roberts, and Duke. So Duke's got all these freshmen. They're playing really good basketball. Talk to me here. Is Filipowski a guy we can build around?
Yeah, absolutely. He's the engine of Duke. This is a fast-paced game. This Oral Bob team's actually way better than the one that made the run a couple of years ago. They still have Max Asmus. DK kind of fucked us here with the price on him. He's 10K. It's like way too expensive against a good defensive team like Duke. And then Oral Roberts has got Connor Vanover. Not sure if you remember, he was at Arkansas, the big 7'5", goofy white guy. Went and crushed in that conference, but man, tough ass matchup for here, and he's over 8K. So not really looking at Vanover. I think Filipowski is clearly the best play from this game at 9K. In important games, he's been playing like 35-ish minutes, which is awesome. He had that one game in the AC tournament where he tweaked the ankle and didn't play much, but they didn't end up needing him in that one. So they just kind of sat him, came right back and played 35 against Virginia. So yeah, I think he's a great play. I like him a lot as a stud here. And then Proctor, he was awesome in the AC tournament, playing well, got an assist rate over 30%. I think at 5'4", I would definitely have some Proctor if I was playing multiple lineups.
Dildo Baggins, Duke Oral Roberts here. Filipowski's a guy, of course, at 9K. Anybody on the Oral Roberts side that you're interested in? Again, Vanover, who is 7'5". He is freakishly tall. He's probably not going to live a long time because humans are not supposed to be that tall.
Yeah, so Max is too expensive. I'm not playing Connor at all. I think he's going to have hell with – I think his miss are going to be like low 20s here. I'm actually going to play guard roulette with Oral today since I have so many lineups like Jurgens, McBride, Thompson. Probably rank it Thompson, Jurgens, McBride. And then Filipowski, like I said, I love him. I like the matchup. I think they're going to be – the guards are going to be worn out from guard Max. And then Jurgens is a good defender. I think these two guards are going to have an issue. So I think this game is really just going to be Flip's chance to just go off again like earlier in the year when they had some injuries. So I'm excited to see him just go back to his 50-burger ways, 9K.
Okay. Tony, you want a Duke piece or two, don't you?
No.
So
these dudes look terrible. Filipowski, he's got to be a big, Plumlee-looking dude.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a stretch 5. He's awesome.
Yeah. He's got.
He is really good.
No, he's got to suck. I'm off.
Okay.
Him.
All right, you fade him.
Yeah, definitely off these Duke guys. These guys are going down today. Oral's taking. Never go against Oral, Holden.
Let's go, Oral.
I never do. Giving or receiving. It's both fun. They're both as fun to me. Unfortunately, you, on the other hand, are not a two-way player. You're just a one-way player.
Wow. Oh, that's so hurtful.
Is it
We
true?
like offense, Holden.
I know you do. I like playing defense too. So you guys and girls have been wonderful. You've gotten us. You need 4 more likes though, or you're not getting the plays of the day. I might actually jack it up to 125 because you've been so good. Anyways, next game is Colgate in Texas. Hey, listen, I don't like Texas. Get out of the Big 12. That's fine. This is a national title contender. This could be a very ugly game today, Steve. Very, very ugly.
Yeah, people like this Colgate team because they're number 1 in the country shooting threes, but they play in a dog shit conference, and they have not seen athleticism like Texas. I think Texas just shuts their asses down here.
Yeah.
I'm not playing anyone on Colgate except for maybe Lynch Daniels at 4'9". He's going to chuck. I mean, he shot 77 of 150 from 3 this year, over 50%. So, but yeah, I think my favorite play on Texas is Tyrese Hunter just because he's so cheap. He's under 5K here. Wasn't super consistent down the stretch, but in this type of game where he's playing, against a bunch of accountants, I think he can pay off. The talent discrepancy is just huge in this game. I think Marcus Carr is projecting well, but I just don't trust that he has any upside. I would much rather play like an Ashworth or there's Arkansas guys at the mid-7 range, personally.
Getting comfy on this bed here, Steve. I got my own king-size bed. Steve is off the air talking to some. Who are you talking to? Is it Phallic?
No, Title's right here. I said you were
What up, Title? Oh, I can't hear him. Fine. No big deal.
How you feeling this morning?
Pretty hungover from the to be perfectly honest with you. They kicked my ass. All right. No, I'm not going back to bed after the show, Tyler. We're doing a playback, a live show. Then we got Kansas at 2. And then we get the house tonight. So the house is going to be a blast. Texas, you want anything here, curtain call?
Yeah, a little bit higher on Marcus Carr. I mean, I'm kind of laying on the other 7K guys. So we'll have some Carr. I've been riding him lately. It's not been great, but I think the upside could show at some point during this tournament, whether it's today or Saturday. Give me Carr, and then I'll go Lynch Daniels, a chucker, right up my alley. I'm not going to pay up for the Colgate guys because I do think they kind of get hit in the mouth.
0% chance that Tony's playing any Colgate Raiders today. You want any Texas plays?
I mean, the only note our boy Turtle gave was that Marcus Carr was the worst play of the day, and then Steve said the same thing. So I expected nothing less than Dildo Baggins to come in and say he likes freaking Mr. Carr.
I do agree with Steve. Obviously I like the Arkansas guys more, and Steve Ashworth's in my core, but
Yeah, we got to go. That Ash dude sucks anyways. Ashford or whatever that guy's name is.
I don't think Tony's playing anyone today. I think he actually hates everyone on the slate.
No, I got the two guys you recommended.
He doesn't like anyone.
I got Kurt's two guys, Griffin and Gurley.
The winner's circle, baby.
And I got Broom and Murray. There's my four guys.
That's fucking tasty. There's your core then right there. Boom. I like that.
Gary Malone, I know. I'm feeling bad about Kansas in this tournament right now. I'm going to tell you, Bill Self's not there today. His heart's all fucked up, and not. This could be a forgettable tournament. They'll win today, but
don't be sandbagging Holden. They'll be using that reverse psychology on us. So we don't accept reverse psychology.
They're not going deep without Bill Self, and there's an honest.
I'm gonna whoop Boynton. I just look at Boynton, and I'm gonna whoop him in the cornhole pits. He might beat me in the bracket. But I'm freaking beating him in the cornhole pits.
I mean, we got to call up Knife's Edge. I got to get my partner
where's
here.
The Knife's Edge? I know the Knife's Edge watching right now. Knife's Edge, type something in the chat. I know you're watching.
I don't know who that is.
Well, you'll find out when he types something in the chat.
Hey, hit the like button. That'd be great. We'd appreciate it. Use the code Boynton. See Steve Boynton, Boynton, Boynton 15% off lifetime your subscription. Not too late to get in. We haven't tipped yet. We got all
never say Big T15 or whatever my code is. I want one person. I want Nick.
You want to do the playbook tomorrow, Tony?
I want Nick to like me.
Yeah, are you doing the playbook, Tony?
No. Is that the only way I can get a lot? I only wanted one.
Yeah, no.
What?
0. It's Steve. Steve has grinded this all year long. He deserves
all right.
it.
I concur.
He deserves
What do you want?
I wanted one person to sign up under my code.
What's that, Kurt?
Oh,
I think you got one a couple weeks ago, Tony.
I did. You're right. I got one. I'll let Boynton.
You're on the board.
Kurt, 0%.
Some guy did message me and say that he used my code. I was loving it.
0% chance we get your code out there, Kurt. I didn't even know you worked here until yesterday.
Give freaking Kurt code. You guys are being too mean to Kurt, and I don't appreciate it.
What's his code?
I don't think he's being me. I really think Holden doesn't. I think he's going to come on shows and just talk shit. I don't do anything behind the scenes. I don't think it's his fault. I really think it's what he thinks.
Let him know. Well, he's going to be over there later. You can tell him to meet you on the trampoline for a little fight.
It's okay.
Dildo 15. Does that work, Tony?
No, it's 15.
The guy's name. The guy's name is Dildo Baggins. Is that a code that's going to work?
It's Kurt 15, guys. My plays get you there.
Kurt 15. Okay. Northwestern and Boise State, Steve. This is just come on. This is the most disgusting game on the slate.
Yeah. So since we talked a lot about some other games, we can just pass. I said on the bracket show that I like the under here. I think this is your 56-52 final game of the first round.
Kurt, you don't want it.
Oh, no, we need to make up some time.
Tony, just say no. Pass.
I like Boise to win, but I don't like anything fantasy-wise. I like Boise. In the, what are they here? Boise, where's it at? What am I getting, 1.5? Yeah, I like Boise.
Boise and
we got the Raging Cajuns taking on the Volunteers of Tennessee. Mayshak's in the core at 4,100. Steve?
Did we skip the Houston game?
We'll get to that. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, no. So really good spot for Tennessee here. I think they just crush Louisiana. Kind of same deal as Texas with Colgate. I took the minus 10.5. I think it's at 11.5 now. And yeah, on the Tennessee side, the big news is Zakai Zeigler's hurt. So they've been jamming in Mayshak. The minutes have been a bit consistent because he's fouled, but I don't think he's going to have issues with fouls against this team. He's got big steal upside for the price. You know, you don't see guys at 4K that have got 30 fantasy point upside in college too often. Like the reason I didn't like Carey that much at 4.2 is because I think Mayshak at 4.1 is just a much, much better play. And hopefully people don't click him because they look and, you know, they see that he's got a couple games with lower minutes. So he's my favorite play in this game. I'm not playing anyone against Tennessee. They're the best defense in the country. But I will note the Louisiana stud, Kurt, is Jordan Brown. And if you recognize that name, that was the guy who was at Arizona and then Nevada. And now he's at Louisiana. But yeah, so it's all Tennessee for me. I'm starting with Mayshak. Guys that I think are in play, JJJ and Vescovi. I think you can put him in that pile of mid-7 guys who are in play. I think he's got upside here. Tennessee, is going to get sped up a bit, and I think that they can put 80 on this Louisiana team here.
I know better is what IKP means, and I know basketball too. Aldrin Cruzada.
I know.
Kurt, are you a Mayshak guy today?
Yeah, if you guys watch this guy, everyone would be running to put him in at 4.1. The dude's long, athletic, can do it all, stud. And he had, through 18 minutes of the first half last game, he only had 4 fantasy points. So everything you saw he did was most in the second half. So let that kind of be put into your mind of what he can do if he puts 2 full games together. Love the kid. I think Tyree Key, the fat fuck, who needs to be benched. If that doesn't happen, then Mayshak gets more minutes. So that's what we want. We want Key to get out. I do know Jordan Brown. He put 26 and 20 against Marshall this year. So fully aware of his time in the Power 5, and then he shut on my Marshall team. So won't be playing him, but yeah, I'm fully aware he cucked us. So give me Mayshak here, and I'm going to play JJJ, but that's a big me issue, guys.
Kurt, serious question here. What is it called when the woman likes watching the man with another woman? Is that a cucklet? What is that?
I like that cucklet. Yeah, that's it.
Cucklet. He's a
How big is that water bottle?
My dad calls it a scuba tank.
Ooh.
It does look like a scuba tank.
Like button would be great, Tony. Tennessee, Raging Cajuns of Louisiana.
I like Tennessee to go to the Final Four.
Without Zeigler?
Yeah, Zeigler. Someone give Zeigler his ACL?
I don't even know who that is. So
I will say they're in the easiest bracket for sure.
I mean, there's no one in there.
And Phillips is a 5-star freshman too, so I might play Phillips today actually in a little bit.
It's a rough scene here at the hotel. Very rough scene. Very rough. Okay. So we'll get back to the Houston game now as they take on, I love this, the Norky Norse from Northern Kentucky. Hey, is Arsenault Harold the Show Arsenault's kid? I don't think it is.
I don't know, honestly.
Anyone remember Harold the Show Arsenault? He was totally awesome. Anyways, do we want some Houston pieces here today? Steve.
Yeah, so the deal with Houston is they are going to absolutely murder this team. So Northern Kentucky plays a zone, and the one thing you don't do is zone Houston because they're the best offensive rebounding team in the country. So they're going to pound UNC right here. The big news, obviously, Marcus Sasser hurts the groin in their conference tournament. Didn't play in the championship game. I kind of think he sits here. I don't think they need him. So we saw Arsenault start and play 35 minutes in that championship game. Didn't do much, but man, against a shit team like this, if he's going to be out there that much, I really like him. So like him and Sharp, I think are good plays on the Houston side. And I think that's all I really want here is taking cheap guys in a projected and expected blowout.
How many Houston guys we got, Kurt?
Just Arsenault. I will have so they had Sasser on the bench last time. I don't know if they ended up getting their ass kicked, but I think they could do the same. They had him dressed. If they end up needing him, maybe push him out there. But it's a groin thing, so they probably do want to be cautious. So we're going on the side that he sets, and I'm riding Arsenault too. Played max minutes, didn't play great. Sampson will bench 5-year seniors. He doesn't give a shit. He will bench you, and he had guys to bench over Arsenault. He didn't. He let the young kid play through. He coached him up instead of benching him, which he usually does. And that's all I needed to see from the championship game. So I'm all in on Arsenault. Give me those 35 minutes again, and I'm pretty sure we'll get a lot better production.
Tony back. Hey, Tony. We're on the Northern Kentucky Houston game. Hold on. Didn't Rubio go to Northern Kentucky?
He did.
I also went there for a couple years.
How'd that work out? Did you play hoops there?
I did not play
you should
meaningful effort of anything at NKU. I had some beverages there, though, if that counts.
All right, you went to DFS school, and you're doing all right for yourself, so screw it. You want some Houston?
I honestly can't believe you're still talking about this game.
Okay. We're going to get to Penn State.
Did Kurt say he likes someone in this game?
Yeah, he like a couple cheapies.
Ooh.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. Deal.
We're doing a playback. Steve, will you tell me about the playback we're doing here? I mean, I have to do it now. But...
Yeah, so Holden wants to do a playback, so we're going to do it for the first window on Thursday because it will be the freshest. So we'll start the slate. We'll watch the first 2 games probably. Sweat those out.
The whole games?
No, we're going to watch the start of them. They start the 12:15 and they start the 12:40. We'll watch like the first half, and
we'll do like an hour show.
Yep.
Why's Mikey chirping? Big T went. Is that Mikey? Like our Mikey? Big T went there 40 years ago.
I met Mikey this morning downstairs. He's a little chub rock.
I know. He's literally like Tambo sized.
Yeah, he's chubby and he's small. Like he's probably 5'4", 200 pounds. Penn State and Texas A&M. Let's get into this one here.
Good one here.
This is a good one. We want to load up with some dudes from this game.
Oh no, it's a great real life game. This is so A&M's probably underseeded.
Mikey, I used to be 5'9". I'm probably like 5'8". You barely came up to my belly button. You're like 4'2", dude.
No, I saw pictures. I don't even need to see him. Like he was at a track one time, and his buddies were like a full head bigger than him.
Yeah. All these dudes are like, I'm 5'7", I'm 5'8". Like Mangone is not more than 5'6". He's like, I'm 5'7 3/4. Bullshit.
Yeah, whenever they say 3/4, they're actually 2 inches shorter than that.
Yeah, JSU, I'm 5'6". No way. You're 5'4". You're 5'4".
Nobody was more disappointing, honestly, than Snyder. I mean, he was very skinny.
He's 5'9", 140?
Very skinny. I mean, he had
140.
not a single ounce of muscle on him.
He had a salad last night for dinner. And then he had
the kitchen's loving that comment.
Which one?
Not a single ounce of muscle on him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a small guy.
He literally, I was like joking. How I usually do it. I was joking that he only weighed 120, totally joking. And then later in the dinner, he's like, no, I'm at least 135. Like I was closer than I thought. I was totally joking.
What are you thinking, Kurt? What are you thinking over there, buddy?
When they saw me last year, like, did they think I was fat or skinny? I can't.
No, we thought you were yoked.
No, you didn't. You were surprised.
The hell we didn't. You came in and called me right out in my back.
Before that, you were surprised. So, like, I was wondering, do you think I was fat or skinny?
We didn't think either. We thought you were yoked.
I feel like people thought I was like.
What are you talking about? Get us to the next damn game. Let's go.
Thank you. That was my goal there. You're welcome, everybody.
Kurt, I'm sorry for going to you.
I'm still interested where Stevie's doing the show, actually, because how are the people? I turn the computer.
You in a closet?
Where is he? But he can see the kitchen. Like, I don't understand. Oh, he's literally in the main area.
Why not give him a show from there, Steve? This is why we have problems with the door. It's
no wonder the door was making the noises.
Yeah, you were sitting literally next to the door. That's bullshit, Steve.
I was wondering how he could see everybody. He's literally right in the middle of the area.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I couldn't use any of the rooms because everyone was in bed.
Well, kick them out. You got a show. That's more important than their ass sleep.
All right, Holden.
All right, I'll do that tomorrow.
What are you all right about, Tony? Just move on. Is that what you're saying?
Let's go. I got to get these winners
Texas
in.
A&M. I don't have anybody from this game. Should I? Steve.
Yeah, so this game's interesting because A&M's underseeded, but this is like the worst possible matchup for them. Like all they do is they want you to shoot threes. Their opponents like top 10 in 3-point rate, and Penn State's one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the entire country. So super interesting game. As far as DFS, gotta like Pickett. He's 10K, but he's the best guard in the country. Triple double is live every game. And then Andrew Funk, I think, is the second best play from this game at 4.9. He's their best 3-point shooter, and he's under 5K. So I love Funk in tournaments. I think he's got really good upside. If he grabs a couple boards, I think he'd go for 30 here.
Ooh, so a little Funk action. Okay. Kurt, you got a little Funk in you?
Just Funk for me. I have luck boxing his good games, so I am I don't want to say I'm due for the bad game, but I don't care. Like, the dude's going to chuck. If a guy goes 0-12 shooting, I think that's what Gad said, he'll shoot 12. I could see him definitely shooting double digits. I'll live with that all day. Like, and he actually, there's some games where he crashes the board with his little white ass. So give us like some of the, give us 7 or 8 of them things somehow. And then sub 5K, yeah, I'll take a chunk of sub 5K. That's all for me.
Tony, you want to pay up for Jalen Pickett at 10-1?
Oh, yeah, baby. I definitely want to play Pickett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Penn State, too. I think Penn State – I liked A&M coming into the bracket, but once I saw they played Penn State, I immediately liked the other team. I think Penn State's got to be one of the better matchups here. Like Steve said, that was one of the few things I had targeted for the show was Pickett against this defense. So I liked what Steve said. I like Penn State and definitely Pickett. So I'll have him in my core today for sure.
Okay. Is Pickett the top spend up, guys? Steve?
If you can afford him, I think he's the top spend. Yeah. He's also the most expensive guy on the slate. Yeah. So
Kurt?
Johnny Broom.
Broom is
Deny Broom. Johnny, motherfuckers. Johnny.
I mean, on this slate, Pickett's the only guy with triple-double upside in every game. So he's the top spend.
All right. Well, we've gotten to the last game, boys. So I'll tell you one more time. We already had one sign up. Boynton, you know what? Screw that. Kurt 15. It's easier. Kurt 15, 15% off your subscription to runpuresports.com. If you haven't played college basketball, you're tuning in. You want to play some college hoops. Great team here. Look at Steve. Look at Kurt. Tony showed up. I mean, it's a great. We got playbooks breaking down every single game with every single play that you should be playing. We've got the cores that are right here. We've got great shows. We're doing a playback today, which is we'll just watch the games and BS and then probably fall asleep. And outside of that, NBA, NHL, NASCAR. What else is going on? MMA? Or is MMA going on? Baseball's starting it up. Great time to get in. And if DC survives this party, baseball's starting up, and you want to check out our baseball content. I still think he might not make it. I hear he's going to be on good behavior. I don't think so. Is he there yet, Boynton? Did DC show up yet?
No, not yet.
All right. I think someone's getting stabbed this weekend.
DC arrives at 3:15. I got my chart out.
Here we go.
Oh, that's right. Did you put it in like Excel for when everybody shows up? Nice.
Yep. I got to be prepared. I got to know what we need. Tony,
you did. You worked your ass off for this party. Besides for the fact there's no TVs in the house, it's a great day.
We got one like 18-incher.
Great job. Great job.
Yeah, we got to fix that.
I got. If I can ever get off this damn show, I'll go get us some TV.
All right, it's the last game.
Last game. All right.
Anybody from UCLA we want to play, Steve? Yes or no? We got to get his ass out of the house.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding.
Two big spots here, unfortunately, in the last game. So Drew Pember from Asheville is awesome. Like, this dude's rates are insane from a smaller conference. But, man, the offense completely runs through him. He's got 30% shot, 30% rebound rates. The issues are the team total, right? Like, the team total is at 60. But, like, if you pull up his box scores, man, he is a true stud. And what helps his matchup here is Adem Bona for UCLA. I think he's doubtful here. He's their best interior defender, so the matchup gets easier for him if Bona doesn't play. We saw UCLA's bigs just get absolutely destroyed by Arizona in the championship game without Bona. So I think the Pember decision is a huge one and something that everyone's going to have to make. And then the only other thing for me in this game, if Bone is out, which I'm expecting, they've got two cheap 3K guys that are both kind of shitty, but they're 3K and they're going to play 20 minutes. So Mac Etienne is going to come off the bench and Nwuba is going to start. They're both foul prone, but they're playing UNC Asheville. So toss those two guys in the bin of viable 3K guys, especially if you're playing multiple lineups and you want to play a Pickett or something. I think Nwuba is going to start here, and his rates aren't good, but I think he's in play.
All right, what do you got for our last game here, Kurt?
I mean, just ditto what Steve said. I like Pember because, Bono's the rim protector. He's out. I actually will have Tyvon Jones in the pool just because, they don't have Clark either, so the defense is man. I think it's got a pretty decent game. Don't go crazy, but I wouldn't mind having a piece. Tiger near close to 8K is kind of saddening. Amari Bailey's priced up too, so they price the guys right, so you can't do too much. So just give me Pember. Crazy nut if we get the news on one of those big fucks who suck. Just what everything Steve said. I have no different takes here.
All right. Tony, last game. Let's go.
Last game. Let me pull it up real quick. I was putting my winners on the site.
Okay.
Oh, I do like this thing. I like two guys from UCLA, Singleton and then Hawkes. Hawkes, I'm assuming just smashed all year. Let me look.
Yeah, and the usage is going to be up with the Jalen Clark injury. The only thing I'm worried about with him, as opposed to the other studs, is just the blowout.
What's Euclid favored by?
18.
And I'm assuming that they'll probably grind it out too if they're up a bunch.
Yeah.
So later in the tournament, I'm definitely going to be on Hawkes later in the tournament. I heard you guys talking about it, and I still like UCLA. Again, I don't follow it as close as you guys, but I just like Cronin in this format. He just coaches and knows how to slow games down. He knows how to game plan. I know that injury is probably key, but they still got veterans. I know this Tiger dude, his hair is absolutely atrocious, but I like him as a basketball player.
Yeah, he's been good down the stretch too.
He's a guard, man. This tournament's won by guards. And Hawkes is basically a guard too, even though he's like a 3 or whatever. They have a lot of guys that control the pace. They have a good coach. I like UCLA a ton, even with the injury. I know you guys were making fun of me on the bracket show as I was watching, but I like Euclid.
What do you think about Pember? Click on him for Asheville because that's a big decision of the slate. Are you playing the 8K guy from Asheville?
Pember, let me pull this dude up. Hopefully he's better than these other dudes.
Tony, I'm gonna buy you a minute, guys. I got a 2v2 for you, Steve. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, Pember's a man. He's a grown man. Woo!
Yeah. So the question is, do you play someone with those rates with a team total of
wow,
15?
He is a hammer.
I know.
I can't believe how good he is.
Yeah.
He's got all kinds of 50 balls.
I'm pretty sure he started his career at Tennessee too. So, at least was recruited by big schools.
I got to find a way to
playing
get
against
him
high
in.
school teams, though.
I don't care who he's playing against. He's got half his games in the 50s.
Yeah.
He's
playing
stud.
against high school.
He's a stud.
Yeah,
much
that's
did
the
he
best
get
game
today?
log I've seen all year. I'm sure he played the worst competition too, but his game log is impressive.
Yeah. Gavin says former
How much
Tennessee
Pember you
transfer.
got?
What?
Steve, how much Pember you got?
I'm gonna have Pember in one of my 2 lineups today.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we're done, right? Is that it? I got a 2v2 for you. Steve.
Yeah.
Pickett, Nodum versus Murray and Bediako.
I want Pickett.
Okay. Pickett and Nodum it is. Okay. Play of the day, Steve?
My play of the day, I'm going to go with Arsenault. I don't think people are going to play him because they're scared of the news. I'm going to assume that I'm right with the news and play it like that. So I like Arsenault at 3.5 for Houston.
Okay. What do you got, Kurt? Who's your play?
Deny Broom.
Okay. Tony?
Who's Steve's play of the day?
I'll tell you after the show.
I want to know. I'm finishing my team up here. Arsenault.
Yeah.
How do you spell
So
ARCEN.
ARC.
Arsenal.
And no.
Oh, I was looking at forward. That's why I couldn't find it. He was a freaking
Yeah, so
How's
the
that
news there.
going out for Steve?
Saster
That's
got
your play of
hurt.
the day?
Saster got hurt.
All right, Steve. Good to see you, buddy.
I'm asking him.
Yeah.
This is the most important part of the show. The rest of it was all
He just-
fluff.
He's freezing.
Huh?
What?
How do I freaking boot him? Get him out of there. How do we fix the screen?
There we go.
Get Holden's ass out of there.
There we go.
There we go. Get out of there,
Yeah.
Holden. We're trying to pick
so-
winners here. Is that your play of the day? Oh, he
so-
doesn't have access? How does
He's-
he have access? I thought because he was in the hotel, he wouldn't be able to get back in.
There he is. No, so with Sasser banged up, I think he might miss this game. Arsenault played 35 in the championship game. I kind of like that.
I'm excited right now that you just threw this out. I must have missed it the first time through.
Yeah, you were off screen or something.
That lets me get up to Pemberland.
Yep. So at 3-4, I think even if Sasser plays, he'll be super limited, and Arsenault is going to play. So if Sasser plays, I think Arsenault plays like 20 minutes, which is fine. He's been good with those minutes all season. If Sasser's out, he's a smash play. So I just don't think people are going to wait for news. And I think I know the way the news is going to go. So I want to leverage that and play, especially because he's so cheap and allows us to get to that third or fourth stud, depending on how you're building.
The best part is I was going to play Fryer for 3,400. So the same price, I can just go to the Pemberman.
Yep.
Steve 15, Boynton 15% off your subscription. Boynton 15 is the one. Get in the Discord, ask some questions. Steve and I will be doing some playback here in a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts. And then that's that. So good to see you, Steve. Good to see you, Dildo.
Putting up all my bets on the site, too. I can't help as much with the players yet because I haven't won. Next weekend, I'll be good with the players. Maybe even Saturday.
Did we get a play of the day from Tony?
Holden, he's been very disrespectful and hurtful the whole show.
Well, maybe you had it. Maybe I'm a little bitter about no TVs in the house.
The games haven't started yet, have they?
Well, I mean,
the games aren't on yet.
All right.
When the games are on, I got till what time? I got till 12:45 when the second game starts. When you need a second TV, so I still got a full hour and 15.
Okay. Did you have a play of the day?
Oh, now you want my play of the day? It's not as good as Steve's because I freaking love that 3-4 play. But Pickett's got to be my play of the day. That's not exciting though. I'd rather give a cheap guy. I honestly really like. So my core, I really like Gurley, Griffin, who Kurt gave, and Arsenault was the guy you just said, right? Arsenault 3-4. That's three cheap guys that came up on the show that I love, and you can fit the studs with these guys. So you'll see I only got one team today. You'll see them on my team. I like those plays, but Pickett's my favorite stud, and this freaking Pember looks like a horse too. So I like him.
Total horse. All right, wonderful to see you boys. I'll see you in person probably later on today. And for Dildo Baggins, Steve Boynton, and Big T, I'm Holden. And thank you very much. Hit the like button on the way out.